Okay, Prepper Plumber would like a video not edited on how I got internet in the bunker. See those wires? They all go into the bunker. Got some cameras there. There's a cat there sleeping. Through one door. You have to mind the dogs. Make sure I focus. Now, over here, we got a DSL going into the bunker. There we go. I need to wash that door. It's enough. Come on, Star. I don't know what it is. She always wants to go up. I don't understand that. There's Luna. Hey, big bad dog. Let me shut this door. Okay, we'll start from here. Camo, gas master at the top, different tents, some more camo, freeze-dried food, all different types, pails of food, all different types. I definitely need to clean up down here. Compound bows for hunting, arrow quiver, custom-made arrows, because you shoot wooden arrows on a compound bow. I don't know what else. Bunch of packs back there. My pack is over here, made by Kafuro. Love that pack to death. A couple sleeping bags up there. More sleeping bags down here. I have all kinds. Up there is air conditioning and heat. Air conditioning does dehumidify. And I also have a dehumidifier in the other room. Okay, printer, grinder, sander, form a jigsaw, and sharpener. And a whole bunch of garbage I have no idea what to do with yet. My setup. There's my main computer. See that black box on top of it? That's the internet. See my chair? Glass of water. Let me pull this out. See that? The monitor's on an arm. I pull the monitor out, I sit down, I pull the monitor in, and then I go to work and write code. So, let's come over here. What does that say? Can I focus? Maybe not. There you go, TDS. Back here. See that on the wall? That's the internet coming in. That's the DSL. Let me see if I can turn this around. Oh, I hope I don't drop my camera. There's where it's going in. Internet. Can I zoom in on that? Internet and Wi-Fi. You'll see it there. Okay, let me back up. Focus, focus. Okay, there's the chair. We're going to come up. There's the shelf. We're going to come down. There's the table. Got another table here too with a sewing machine on it. I do sewing as a hobby. Now, what's on the shelf? Let's show you. Little green alien. Why do I got a little green alien? Well, the little green alien was a video I made about people that were going to storm Area 51. So it was kind of a joke. Books. Books I love. And books I think everybody should pick up. Let me move the light. So, you decide if they're any good. Mainly this shelf, well, I'll explain it in a minute. Okay. Let me turn this camera around and put it on a tripod now. Okay. No editing, he says. Boy, oh boy. Oh, move it on the wheels. Okay. I got audio? Check, check. Yeah, I do. Okay. You notice I pulled the desk out on wheels? Computer's over there. That has the internet. Where the laptop would connect to the Wi-Fi. So, why was that thought of? Well, like I said, the house gets taken out by a tornado, I'm a computer programmer. I work from that chair. And sometimes I'm in that chair for 2 days, 3 days with no sleep, just writing code. Not healthy, I know. But hey, pays the bills. Now, the shelf, I bought the gas pipes on Amazon for $100 and bought the 2x6s at the local hardware store, sanded them, painted them, polyurethane them. Boom, instant shelf. It was actually the fastest shelf I ever put together. I was actually pretty amazed. So, I do have internet, as you can see. This is not a set. I thought that was funny. No, not trying to make $1 million off, dude. I would love it if I did. Oh my God. You have any idea how many cat shelters and dog shelters I would end up helping? Oh boy. But, no. It's not about making viral videos. The only reason I uploaded the bunker video was because when I was building it, I had a very hard time trying to find out how to do the roof. And I did find a couple videos of people in different countries that didn't speak English, and they actually moved the concrete by pail, which really blew my mind away. But that's where I got the idea to use 4x4s every, I think it was every 6 inches. And there was a lot of them, just to hold the concrete weight while it's set. And when I built it, I knew I was going to be down here working. I knew the internet was going to be down here. House gets taken out. I got to wait a week for them to hook up internet. Boom, I'm back at it. I'm talking to my clients. Hey, what's up? What do you guys got? And start knocking them off. Start putting the money in. And that's it. Now, one thing I'm currently working my butt off for, Prepper Plumber, is a Ninja 5. It's a Ninja 5 recorder that will connect to my Canon R5. And that's so I can do videos longer than 20 minutes. With the Canon R6. I have the R6. The R5 is a higher end camera. I have the Canon R6, and I want to put a Ninja 5 on it because then I can do videos for up to 3 hours, which is going to be awesome. Because then I can actually go camping, set up the tripod, maybe do some time lapse, do some 2-3 hour videos, and get you guys some of that. Maybe you want to watch it, maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? You'd said in your video, oh, I might get flagged, but I'll hold the sign up. You're not going to get flagged, dude. You spoke your mind. Appreciate it. Really do. I'm an old man. I'm 57 years old. I'm not some young guy that gets his old feelings hurt because you say a bunch of bad things. Well, that you think are bad things. If that's how you felt, that's how you felt. But you were wrong about the internet. And I'm more than happy to make a video, prove something, and show a person if they are wrong. I'm also more than happy to tell a person if they're right. You know, I have never thumbs down a video since I've been on YouTube. Ever. Never. I've never reported a video. Ever. To me, that's just childish, stupid games. Nothing more. If anything, I've always given everybody a thumbs up. I actually gave your video a thumbs up, believe it or not. But to help with the algorithm. But I'm not trying to make money off YouTube. And yes, you were right about me doing all different things. I've done stuff talking about diabetes because I thought maybe it would help some people. My videos are all over the place. They don't concentrate on one thing. Not at all. Some of them are reviews. Some of them are things I bought. Some of my videos were tests to test the YouTube algorithm. And actually works. What works, what don't. I have clients that want their websites listed #1 in Google. And SEO is great and dandy, but you can monopolize YouTube to help with that SEO. And Yahoo and other forms of social media. And sometimes my clients will pay me to help them in that direction. And the only way I can do that is if I test things. Sometimes I'll make a video to test something out and see why does a video get a certain amount of views. Now, the bunker video you said got a lot of views because of prepping. That's not why. My bunker video gets a lot of views because of people that live in Tornado Alley. More people that, usually when a tornado happens and there's quite a few deaths, that's when people start watching that video a lot more. And they're just looking for ideas on ideas of tornado shelters. I've had two people directly call me and talk to me voice, and they didn't build it as big because of costs, but they did build it smaller. and they built their own to save money. So some just want to know what I'm doing. You know, how did you drain the water that comes down when it rains? How are you running your plumbing? What kind of toilet are you running? This type of thing is what they do. So I hooked up with them on voice and explained everything I did. Sometimes they even took private video for them. You said about the thing about the alien in the back there. The alien was a joke. It was about the time when everybody was thinking about, you know, thousands of people hitting Area 51 doing some video game run. You know, and I thought it was kind of funny when I did that video. That's all it was. Humor. Nothing more. You're looking too much into my backgrounds, really. It's a lot of it's junk. It's dusty. I got to clean it. I mean, it's been a while since I cleaned down here. I really do need to take everything and get it cleaned up. But overall, the whole design of this thing is in case of tornado, we have to live down here. God help us if it's SHTF happened. Oh boy. I've even seen guys making videos about how they would attack this. I thought that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. Like they think I'm going to sit down here in my chair and say, okay, I'm afraid. Please attack me. I thought that was kind of funny. But what are some of the other things you said? Oh, me trying to get a video to go viral. I'd love it, but if it did happen to make money on AdSense, I'd probably spend it on a dog shelter or a cat shelter. But overall, and I don't make much with AdSense. I think I make like $100 every 4 or 5 months or something. But put some gas in the tank. But making money on YouTube is not as easy as people think it is. It's very difficult. And some people try to make money, and I'm not saying you are. Some people try to make money on YouTube because they end up disabled or things happen to them and they don't know where else to turn. And to be quite honest with you, it works out the pennies by the hour. Unless you hit some type of YouTube channel and the odd guy hits it off where, you know, you get 100,000 views on a video, then you might make a decent living. But in order to get that, I mean, it's common sense. You got to do fear porn. You got to do the end of the world's coming. I can show you 3 or 4 channels where that's all they do. And one guy, he doesn't even show his face. He just shows pictures and talks about the economy's collapsing. And it's all bullshit. I mean, I know for a fact. I went out yesterday. I went to a Chinese smorg and a buffet, and it was packed. You literally had to wait an hour to get in the door. Nobody had masks on. Nobody. And with this new variant coming, who knows? Watch Tennessee. Because we don't have that many people that took the jab, and every place is packed. Literally. If anything that was true that I've seen in the media is getting workers. They had like 2 waitresses inside that Chinese, and they were going crazy. They were just a running. So getting workers is that's actually true and difficult. Even Lowe's was packed. It was unbelievable how many people were at Lowe's. I was amazed. So if people truly are in trouble and the economy is crashing, people would not be spending money. Okay? They're spending money. That's all at least they are here. So I don't know in other places, but they are here. What are some of the other things you said I could touch on? Oh, on fat shaming. I guess it came off like that maybe to some people. And nothing I can do about that. It's not about fat shaming. It's not about picking on anybody. It's about bringing the truth. Nothing more. And if it offends you, I would suggest you unsub me. I mean, if you don't want to know the truth that being overweight limits your odds when shit hits the fan, then hey, don't listen to me. I mean, but I quit smoking and it was the hardest thing I ever did. I gained weight. Let me tell you something about putting away food. And this is kind of a mistake I made right now. I have rice, I have potatoes, I have beans, I mean, all kinds of pails of food. And then I became a diabetic when I weighed 280 pounds, is what I weighed. And I was taking insulin. Sticking myself with a needle for the very first time was very scary. I'm scared of needles. More than happy to take a shot to the head, but those needles, man. But I did get used to them. And it was horrible. So as I slowly watched what I ate and as I lost weight and I worked with my doctor, I got down to like 230 pounds. Then I didn't need insulin anymore. The only thing I was taking then was metformin. So that was like, that was great, right? So now the question is, and we don't know if this is true, if I get down to 200 and I lose another 30 pounds, could I beat the diabetes and be like diabetes remission or whatever you want to call it? You're always a diabetic. But could I get down to where I'm not taking metformin, no form of drugs whatsoever, and now I'm just maintaining it through diet? That would be awesome. And that's the goal. I had a friend on the internet, and she says, well, I guess I'm not a prepper. I guess I'm prepped when I made that video. And I'm kind of laughing. I guess we are. I'm not a prepper. I'm too fat. I would say I'm prepped, but not where I'd like to be. And are there levels to preppers? You know, would you consider somebody in physically good condition and has everything put away and they're good to go? And would they be a gold prepper or a platinum prepper? I mean, is there levels to it? Or is it just a bunch of people saying, hey, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, we're all doing everything perfect. This is what I'm doing. Really? Sorry. Oh, you mentioned your back. I'm really sorry about that. That's a horrible thing to be going through. I really feel sorry for you. But, and not because I have anything wrong with my back. There's nothing wrong with my back at all. My wife actually had 2 vertebrae fused in her spine. And she's been in really rough shape for quite a few years now. And she's on some pretty heavy meds. And she gets good days and she gets bad days. And when we get a good day, she'll tell me, and then I shut everything down. I shut my clients down. I shut everything down. I said, we're done. And I take her out. We go for something to eat. We spend some time together. We try to optimize that day the best we can. And sometimes you don't have a good day for 3 months, which sucks. But I know what you're going through with that. And it's not a good feeling. Now, I want to tell you a little story, Prepper Plumber. And I don't know if this will offend you, okay? I watched this old World War II movie one time, and I showed it to my wife. And they were literally walking down a stream. I forget the name of it. And there was a group of Jews, male and female. There was a woman holding a baby, and the baby started screaming. And above on the bridge were the Germans, hundreds of them, walking single file, trucks. I mean, the baby was going to give away their position. That's all there is to it. They kept telling him, baby, quiet, baby, quiet. And she kneeled down, and the child went under the water, and the baby was quiet now. She had made the choice to end her child's life to save all those people, and she did save them. Ask yourself, could you make that decision? She did. And I asked my wife, could you do that if you had to do that situation? And she says, no, I probably would have walked away down the bank, got caught. Who knows, but I couldn't have done that. And then everybody's like sitting on their seat. And could he do it? Could Seeker do it? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people know what they're going to do until a situation arises. But I do know this. Getting triggered because I made a video, because you think I'm fat shaming, or misunderstanding something, is messed up. Because when SHTF happens, if you can't keep your shit in check, you're not only going to put yourself at risk, but you're going to put your family at risk. And you don't do that by getting angry. That's been proven 100 times. When you get angry, you're not thinking straight. You want to have all your faculties, you want to be calm, and you want to be aware. And if you're getting stressed out and you need that cigarette, you got to light that cigarette. And then all of a sudden, because you lit that lighter and gave away your position, and now you sacrificed your entire family because of it, you're going to kick yourself in the butt then. But there's 1,000 scenarios of different things that can happen. I was just stating the obvious. I see hundreds and hundreds of channels across YouTube. People are overweight, people are smoking, people are drinking big bottles of soda. Nobody's paying attention to their health. It wasn't to upset people, it was to bring awareness in it. If anything, if a few people seen it and said, you know, I'm going to quit. Good for them. But it's not to make millions of dollars on YouTube. This is not a studio. I am in the bunker. This is it. And the internet does come down here. And I usually shoot from the hip. I don't lie. But I have a job. I work for a living. I don't believe working on YouTube is going to get you anywhere. There's a few that make it, but I don't know. It's like you got to sell a piece of your soul to do it. You know? I guess I'm just not willing to do that. Maybe I'm too proud of a man. I don't know. But, no. So, to actually do YouTube and make money, if you want, get a hold of me. I'll talk to you private and I'll explain a lot of things about YouTube. I'll show you. And you'll be amazed at ridiculous how YouTube is. I'll even show you some YouTube plants. A YouTube plant is somebody that YouTube pays. They're an actor, and they have their own group of people with cameras and editors, and if they know something's booming, I believe I made a video on her. She was a van dweller, and she had like 3 or 4 videos, and they had over 1 million views in each one. It was a plant. YouTube literally planted them and literally flooded her with well over 200,000-300,000 subs within a week. I watched it happen. I was like, look at this. People were reporting that they'd subbed to her, and they didn't. YouTube's algorithm did it. So YouTube's not on the up and up. By no means. You'll see channels that have 1 million subscribers, and they'll get away with anything on YouTube, where if you were to do the same thing, your channel would have been canceled. That goes on all the time. A lot of people on YouTube will buy subscribers, and it's not what you think. It's not because they're trying to become that millionaire. A lot of people buy subscribers because I think it's 30,000, might be 20,000. They'll buy subscribers because when they reach that level, they're now given a phone number to YouTube, so they can now contact somebody directly. Anybody else doesn't. So, and there's been channels taken out where YouTube will take a channel out that didn't deserve it, but they have nobody to call, nobody to contact, nobody to say, hey, take a look at me. You know, it's just a peon in the mix, right? But the ones that did have the 20, 30,000 or whatever it is were able to call somebody and get their channels back. I've seen that. I've seen a lot of things on YouTube. Some of my videos, I hope I'm not repeating. Some of my videos, like I said, I do as a test to see what the algorithm's going to do. Some of them are. I have a whole bunch of videos on green screening behind me, on pots, pans, cast iron. They're all in a row. And I was doing a test on YouTube at that time. And I was quite surprised at the results. But sometimes I do a test just to see what's going on. This wasn't a test. I literally did just want to make people aware that, you know, everybody's sitting around saying I'm a prepper, and like it's some TV show, or like they're really not taking anything serious. I mean, if a person's overweight and they're smoking and they're gonna bug in, and they're not gonna go anywhere, and if marauders or other people show up, they're basically gonna stay put and fight to the death. All the power to you, if that's your choice. But if a person wants to have a much better chance, or they want to live a little longer, or they want to have a better quality of life, you have to quit smoking. You have to watch what you eat. These are just plain old facts. They're not to fat shame anybody. And if anybody took it as fat shaming, then wow, it didn't take much to trigger that person, did it? But if videos are triggering you and you're getting upset over video, then you need to figure out what would happen if something did happen. Would you panic so easy? If you were in a boat and all of a sudden it flipped over and all of a sudden you were having a hard time staying up, are you going to panic? You do that, you're dead. You know, you look around at your situation and try to use some common sense, you might pull it off and stay alive. But anger is the destruction to anything. Try to remember that. And the older we get, you said I think you said you were in your 40s, and I'm 57. I mean, the older we get, the slower we seem to, how do I say that? The slower we watch older people. We tend to sit and watch. And one way to look at that, you'll see, you always see an old man at a park watching the kids or the dogs, and he's just kind of sitting there and he don't say nothing, and the mother's yelling at her kids, and the father's yelling at the kids, and there's all this chaos. But that old man's just sitting there watching. He don't say a word. Why doesn't he? Because he knows. If he was to say anything, nobody would listen. As we get older, we become more patient and wiser, and we tend to sit and watch and figure out, what should I do next? We don't get angry and run. And that's just part of age and a good part of what happens when you get older. I find myself sitting and thinking with a lot of different things. And, you know, even like when I go camping with my dog, a lot of times I'll just sit for the whole day and look at turtles on a log and just enjoy the day. And I'd be like, you know, I didn't do stuff like this when I was younger. I was just go, go, go all the time. But a lot of things have changed since I've gotten older. And even with prepping, a lot of things have changed. You know, I figured out I don't want to eat rice for 6 months. I figured out I don't want to eat beans. And now I got a lot of them, you know. So I started doing some canning, me and my wife. And we did stuff like that. But anyhow, if you haven't checked out Prepper Plumber, I'll have his link in the bottom. Go check him out. Go watch the video. He's wrong about the internet. But he was right about some things, saying he's made videos all over the place. Well, I made videos all over the place because I was testing the algorithm, because I'm a computer programmer, and I was seeing which direction YouTube was going, mainly for my clients, because my clients would pay me to decide whether or not their businesses should be on YouTube. And that is a very long video in all itself. It really is. But I do have internet, as you see. So, and it's not a studio. It really is in the bunker in the room. And the video has not been edited. But if you want, get a hold of me, man. We'll Skype. I don't mind talking to somebody in private. If you want, not a problem. I don't do live hangouts because to me it's all smoke and mirrors. It's a big game. And people are trying to just make donations. When I was on that one video, typing in chat, everybody kept asking me to go live, and basically it was just to make money. And that's not my thing. I make my own money by working. You know, to act like an idiot or jump around or scream or create a whole bunch of drama just to get people to tip somebody, that's just not me. I'm too old for that shit. And sometimes I do delete videos. Sometimes I do remove videos. Not because of what people think. Sometimes I just remove them because I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want to be, they were there for a little while, they gave the information, and I just don't want to be associated with that stuff whatsoever. Well, some people could have downloaded it. Who cares? Knock yourself out. But it's just not my thing on my channel. And I don't flag videos, and I don't thumbs videos down. I always thumbs up. So anyhow. All right. I'll catch you later. Check out Prepper Plumber. He's in the links below. And let him know if you agree. Everybody has their own point of view, don't they? Catch you guys on the next one.